Hey, have you heard the anime news? Gintama finally has an English dub, and it doesn't suck, but it's only the 2015 anime. Oh, okay. Gintama has a lot of seasons and is currently the only Shonen Jump anime that keeps coming back. Usually, once a shonen anime completes its original airing, it never comes back to complete its story. There's many examples of incomplete anime adaptations, but there's a few series that do make a return, and Gintama is one of them by having, let's say, 1, 2, you can count the rest. So back in 2010, Setai Filmworks licensed a series, being able to release 49 episodes on subtitle-only DVDs, but they also released the Gintama movie and actually dubbed it. Reception for the Sentai dub was mostly negative, and it seems to have hurt their business because since then, no new material has been released. Setai Filmworks never went beyond those 49 episodes, leaving over 100 episodes unreleased. An official word has never been given, but possibly due to the negative reception of the English dub and poor DVD sales, there just wasn't enough support for more Gintama episodes to be available for home video. And now we move time forward to the 2016 Anime Expo, which Crunchyroll confirmed licensing certain series, with plans of dubbing and giving them a home video release. Around the same time, Crunchyroll also became fuck buddies with Funimation. And now to the present day of this video editing. 2017, the Gintama dub has been released. Wednesday. Yeah, what he said, every Wednesday, new dubbed episodes would get released on Crunchyroll, and possibly by the time you watch this video, all of the episodes should be available. So, on to the big question. Is the dub good? Didn't you read the title of this video? Anime Hero, Anime Dub Review, Gintama 2015. Parentheses, great dub, but not a good place to start. What do I mean by that? Well, 3 things. 1, the Gintama fanbase who are familiar with this series. 2, new people who are interested in starting Gintama. And 3, the voice actors not being familiar with the characters. Well, to be honest, all these 3 topics do correlate with each other, so let's start at the beginning of episode 1. Or should I say, episode 266. Yeah, there's that many episodes, and I think you can already see the problem. For whatever reason, when a long-running anime gets picked up, companies tend to license the most recent series, at least according to that time. For example, Funimation picking up One Piece after 4Kids Entertainment let go of the series. But Funimation did not start at episode 1. They started dubbing the anime series during the Skypiea arc, and once that arc finished, they went back and dubbed it from the beginning and continued forward. Other similar events occurred with 4Kids licensing Ultimate Muscle, but not the Part 1 series from 1984. And the same thing happened when Bang Zoom Entertainment did a test dub for Stardust Crusaders back in 2014, which was before Warner Bros. Dubbed Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency. And the other big example is Funimation dubbing Dragon Ball Z during Goku's fight with Jason Berger. Applying this in 2017, Gintama's result is a great dub, but not a good place to start for the following reasons. If you're new to Gintama, a lot of jokes will go over your head. This could work as a first impressions, but it could also give you a bad taste or a confused impression due to the lack of knowledge. For example, in the very first episode, they keep mentioning things about returning or things being cancelled, and they keep referencing events from the Gintama second movie, which, long story short, the Gintama anime was supposed to end there while the manga kept going, but like I said before, the Gintama always comes back somehow. After that first scene, the first 2 episodes are about time being stuck, and the hilarious methods to get this clock working again so time can resume as normal. Initially, there's nothing wrong, you can laugh at various moments in this episode, but once you get to the second half and various other episodes, then stuff gets really confusing. The first sign I can think of is this image when Gintoki starts attacking Hijikata, and for some reason Kawagura is hitting this guy. For us established Gintama fans, this is hilarious, but for a newcomer, you're just thinking, why is he hitting him? Why is she hitting him? Other examples are, why is this girl okay with having a penis? Why is she crying in this scene? Why does he keep saying mayonnaise? Is that supposed to be funny? Why do they hate each other? What's this guy's deal with bread? There's guns in this series? I thought we were in the past. Is she a robot? So are we in the future? Stuff like that is what I think people could be thinking when experiencing these events for the first time. And they may just see it as a random show, especially with the gender bender arc. This arc is a perfect example of Gintama's creative humor, and what makes it an uncomfortable first impression. As you may guess from the title, this arc changes the genders of every character, but it will only be funny if you're familiar with the cast. Just about every joke I mention is character-based, original humor. Gintama is known for its reference humor, but it does have its own brand of comedy, being the characters and its sudden tone shifts from arc to arc. Why is she talking about gorillas? The glasses are pink? So what's the joke? I'm not gonna explain the joke because people should watch Gintama from the beginning, being episode 3. Don't ask. Just do it! That itself was a Gintama joke. Nothing related to Shia LaBeouf. Whether you laugh at that or not determines how much Gintama you know. And honestly, this comedy drama relies heavily for the audience to be familiar with its characters, and all comedies do that. It's the understanding of a character's flaws or bad habits that makes the situation funny. People everywhere can laugh at Homer Simpson, but can everyone laugh at this guy? Nope. That requires experience. Despite saying these things, the Gintama fanbase does have a little problem with the dub too. Since the dub begins very deep in the series, it's a little challenging finding the right episodes to judge an actor's performance or to adjust hearing the series in English for the first time, especially when Gintama's been running since 2006. Because of that, I recommend Gintama fans to jump around and watch your favorite episodes, featuring your favorite characters to determine whether you like it or not, as following the episodes in order doesn't give you much room to test the waters. And the same can be said with the voice actors who are thrown into the middle of the anime. Actually, no, towards the end of the series, with vague ideas of the appeal of Gintama or who the characters are. A lot of major events have already happened by this point, and things will get more serious and less comedic. And more emphasis on exploring past events, which is something the fanbase have been wanting to see, hence expectations. I always hated when dubs do this because I can only imagine the confusion a voice actor must face being told the story in very jumbled pieces, especially with the genderbender arc, which has to hire a whole separate cast to play those characters in the opposite gender with different personalities from the normal cast, and possibly only doing it once in their entire career. And there's no guarantee the previous episodes will be dubbed. My guess as to why the 2015 anime was picked up is because the early episodes of Gintama were done by Sunrise, and the newer episodes are owned by Bandai Namco Pictures. And the other possibility is Sentai Filmworks might still have the rights for the first season, which prevents other companies from dubbing it. So the whole point of this video is to recommend people to watch Gintama from the beginning of episode 3, and then continue to the rest of the series. If you decide to proceed in the 2015 series, then not only will you be confused in characters and story, but it also leaves very little to watch, as the series is going to end soon, possibly in a year or two. You're missing out on a lot, so please watch Gintama. One day I'll make a review for the entire series, and when? Once the anime and manga end for good, that's when I'll make a review. Until then, you can watch my first impressions on episodes 1 to 123, which pretty much summarizes how I feel on the overall series, and will give you an idea how the anime tends to be. I'm the anime hero, and I review anime so you can enjoy it. Dondake! Takatin hey! Takatin hey! Shower juice busha! Help! Herpes me!